of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field. Flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Calls his own number. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. 3rd down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this D.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Give to the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Green. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's home. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for room, it's Holmes. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, he's getting ahead of and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snags it at the 30, still running. He's loose down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Defense playing a bail technique. To throw, it's Castellanos. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Throws into the middle of the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Noles will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Green. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fighting off the defender. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make... Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Holmes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. Pick off. What a play by this defense. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holmes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Looking to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion. Back
to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll run play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense at an empty set. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knowles.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out? run the football consistently. No, sir, they put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Looking for a crease. It's Russell. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground, running into the open space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.